Istanbul is a vibrant city located in Turkey, situated at the crossroads of Europe and Asia. It has a long and rich history that spans thousands of years, and is known for its stunning architecture, delicious food, lively markets, and beautiful scenery. Istanbul is home to numerous landmarks and attractions, including the Hagia Sophia, the Blue Mosque, Topkapi Palace, the Grand Bazaar, and the Bosphorus Strait. A 7-day trip to Istanbul would allow you to experience many of the city's highlights. Here's a sample itinerary to help you plan your trip. Day 1. Arrival and check-in. This day is mostly for getting settled into your hotel and getting familiar with the city. Depending on your arrival time, you may have some time to explore the area around your hotel or visit a nearby attraction. Day 2. Old City Tour. Hagia Sophia, a former church and mosque, now a museum. You should plan for at least 1 to 2 hours to explore it. Topkapi Palace, the former residence of Ottoman sultans, now a museum. You should plan for at least 2 to 3 hours to explore it. Blue Mosque, a beautiful mosque with impressive architecture. It's free to enter, but you should plan for about 30 minutes to 1 hour to explore it. Grand Bazaar, one of the largest covered markets in the world, with over 4,000 shops. You could easily spend several hours here. Spice Bazaar, a smaller, more specialized market selling spices, sweets, and other goods. You could spend about 30 minutes to 1 hour here. Bosphorus Cruise, a boat tour on the Bosphorus Strait, which separates Europe and Asia. The duration of the tour varies, but most tours last about 1.5 to 2 hours. Day 3. Bosphorus Tour. Dolmabahce Palace, a stunning palace on the Bosphorus, built in the 19th century. You should plan for at least 2 to 3 hours to explore it. Istanbul Modern Museum, a contemporary art museum with changing exhibitions. You should plan for about 1 to 2 hours to explore it. Ortaköy, a charming neighborhood on the Bosphorus with lots of cafes and restaurants. You can spend an afternoon or evening here. Day 4. Shopping and relaxation. Nişantaşı, a trendy neighborhood with many high-end shops and boutiques. You could spend several hours here. İstini Park Mall, a large, modern mall with a mix of high-end and mid-range shops. You could spend several hours here. Turkish Bath, a traditional bathhouse where you can relax and get a massage. The duration of the experience varies, but you should plan for at least 1 to 2 hours. Day 5. Prince Islands. Prince Islands, a group of islands in the Sea of Marmara, with no cars allowed. You can explore the islands by bike or horse-drawn carriage. You should plan for a full-day trip. Day 6. Asian Side Tour. Kadıköy, a lively neighborhood on the Asian side of Istanbul with many shops, restaurants, and cafes. You could spend several hours here. Haydarpaşa train station, a historic train station with impressive architecture. You could spend about 30 minutes to 1 hour here. Moda, a trendy neighborhood with many cafes and restaurants. You could spend an afternoon or evening here. Baghdad Avenue, a long street with many shops, restaurants, and cafes. You could spend several hours here. Day 7. Departure. This day is mostly for any last-minute sightseeing or shopping, depending on your departure time. You should plan your activities based on your flight schedule and how much time you have before your departure. Overall, the amount of time you should spend at each location will depend on your interests and preferences. Some people may want to spend more time at the historical and cultural attractions, while others may prefer to focus on shopping and relaxation. It's also important to note that Istanbul is a large and bustling city with traffic, so it may take longer than expected to travel between locations. It's a good idea to plan some buffer time in case of unexpected delays or traffic. Finally, keep in mind that this itinerary is just a suggestion and you can adjust it to fit your needs and interests. Istanbul has much more to offer than what's mentioned here, so don't be afraid to explore and discover new places on your own.